Hey guys, before we get into...
Yippee-yi-yo!
Well, you do that when we start.
Huh?
Don't you do that when we start? After the theme music?
Nah, just wanted to ruin it early.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
great. Well, before the podcast starts, I guess you've turned it off because it's been ruined already. But if you haven't, if there's a couple people left, I'm going to Brisbane on Friday and Saturday, biggest shows of my career. Tickets are going crazy. I'd love to see you guys there. It's going to be huge. loosespears.com/gigs. And then I'm going all over Australia. The major cities are coming up fast. loosespears.com/gigs to get your tickets to No Slide season. My tour's on sale. It's going to be great. The first 3 shows were brilliant, and I'll see you guys there.
Shut your doors, because they're flying out.
Man, all the doors in here are shut.
We're about to bolt them down, and they're still flying open. So
I know, it's
they're
crazy.
moving quick. And also, during the week, I announced my debut comedy special.
Yes,
The
sir.
Whitest Boy That Ever Lived, and the premiere screening in Melbourne is on sale now. And half the tickets already flown out that door.
There you go.
I have not many tickets available. So lukekidgel.com for those. October 3rd in Melbourne. Come celebrate. It's going to be nuts. And make sure you are... Keelan's about to make a D's nuts joke. I saw you smirk.
No, I wasn't.
I said nuts
I
and you were like,
Oh, so what's so funny about seeing us live then? All the jokes that we'd be telling. loosespears.com.
Oh, okay.
Look in there.
Let's
Now,
start the podcast.
I saved all my good jokes for the show. Let's start the show.
These nuts.
Whoa.
Welcome to episode 20 of the Luke and Lewis Show.
Did you record that?
Yeah, I did. We can't put that in. That's pretty
We
disrespectful.
absolutely are.
I was just trying to make it easy for Keelan to sing the sound. 'Cause you do it
Usually you clap. Today you just go, I'll just burp in the microphone. Everyone in their cars or like on the train right now. Some people might be in school and they've just had a burp echo into their eardrums. I'm sorry.
So, welcome to the show, though.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty good first impressions, isn't it? This is probably a lot of people's first episode.
Yeah.
And welcome, guys. Hope you
Welcome.
enjoyed that. There's more to come.
Yeah. I might even round it off with a burp at the end. I might vomit all over the microphone. We'll see.
Keelan might do a poo at the end. We'll see. We'll see. Welcome to the show. We've got a huge show planned for you, don't we, Luke?
We have a mystery to solve today. A lot of new things have happened. People might have noticed on Instagram. We have a mystery to solve.
Yep.
We have a lot of Instagram content. We have to go
Which
and
you should follow Luke and Lewis on Instagram.
yes, I need to go through Matt the Bachelor's Instagram. I've been giving him some suggestions all week on because his captions were
his
so
captions
bad.
Suck. Not good at captions.
Terrible.
Good, not too bad at photos, but I don't think he's even taking them. His captions are horrendous. You can tell he's writing those.
Yeah, like that's the one thing I do think. Like he doesn't do anything on the show. But there's one thing that he does do for himself, and that's his Instagram. And honestly, he should let Gavin from Caption Design handle that shit.
Yeah, in between building sets, he'd be like, "I'll fix that one up, mate."
Yeah.
Here's your caption for that. Luke, I've really hurt my neck at the gym.
At the gym.
Yep, at the gym.
That's so strange you say that because
Yeah.
I have had currently no injuries out there in the big wide world.
Yeah.
That is my gym.
You're leading a fitness revolution at the moment.
Absolutely.
Not going to the gym.
Inspiring a generation.
Yeah.
It's honestly, I think we're both a bit overwhelmed at how many people have got on board that. You know why? Because it's so easy. There's no, you know what? The level of entry is so low.
Well, it shouldn't be easy because your whole thing is, you don't need to go to a gym to work out.
Yep.
You can work out in the world.
Yeah.
But all
Everyone's got
people
a world.
heard was the first part of that sentence of you going, you don't need to go to gym. And they went, all right, I'm cancelling it. And that's all. And that's all they've done. They didn't listen to the second half. I don't think they're
not
actually
true.
working out.
Not
Guys,
true.
you have to work out.
Not true at all. People have been sending me their times. International people.
Yep.
Had a guy from Mexico message me his time in like a...
Yeah, but everyone in Mexico's fast. Haven't you watched Looney Tunes? Speedy Gonzales? You know?
Yeah. They're all
That
trying
vaguely racist character?
to... Yeah. They're good at hurdles as well. Jumping over that wall. No, where was it? Some guy from Mexico. Anyway, people have been sending me like their times. Like, hey man, just ran 8K, ran it in this time. Like, I don't know what they're going for, but I'm like, I'm proud of you, dude.
Are they good times?
Some people are starting at rock bottom.
They don't have to be good.
It doesn't matter what your level of entry is, as long as you're out there getting it done, hitting that world.
That's right.
Yeah, with the world's consent. Don't just hit the world. Okay, don't hit anything.
only hit the world if they say please.
Yes.
Well, I was very against this idea because I'm very much a gym boy. I go to gym. I usually make it 3 to 5 times a week.
So you're a gym junkie, even though you look like an actual junkie.
Yeah, but you should see me like if I don't go to gym and like eat heaps of food. I look horrible. I look even worse than a junkie. I look like a junkie who couldn't get his fix.
Literally just before we started this podcast, I forgot to show you.
Oh, good. Speaking of insulting me, you have something on your phone.
I do.
Okay, great.
Meg sent me this, my girlfriend. If Lewis was a dog, and it's just like a really long dog.
That's a very long dog.
Dude, that dog is like being stretched.
So long. That looks like my dog.
It looks like that dog from Toy Story, like with the slinky in the middle, but when it stretches out.
Dog Lewis. That's good.
Yeah. The point is, yes, you are long.
Yeah, and
but you're trying to become wider, which most people aren't.
Yeah, I know. I've got the opposite of most people's goals. I'm trying to put on weight. It's working very slowly because if I put on a kilo, short person, they put on a kilo, you see it straight away in their face. Yeah. I put on a kilo. I don't know where it goes.
Yeah, well, mine goes to lower hips. That's where I'm having my issues.
We didn't see that, you bloody bear.
Yeah, I got a Kim Kardashian, but not in my ass, just in my lower stomach. I'm gonna break the internet with my shit ass ring.
But you guys may have noticed in the podcast that we put out on Tuesday with Jordan, Friendly Geordies, I wasn't moving much when I was looking at the two boys. I was moving just my body because I couldn't turn my head. I mean, you saw me. I was horrible.
Well, yeah, so you weren't... Did you do it while doing...
So what happened was,
it
was actually a really weird injury. I wasn't doing anything back or anything like neck. I was doing bench press. And I did the exercise and then I finished and then I put the weights down and then I sat up, right, like this. And all I did was, I can't even do it. I just put my neck up and stretched my neck.
You just did one of these ones after a set, like.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, that hurt.
Crack?
Yeah, I heard noise hurt. Wasn't good. And then I'm a lot better today, but all of yesterday I felt like I was 70. I felt like I was in like a neck brace. I couldn't turn my neck. You saw me. I could barely get into your car.
That's not uncommon.
It's true.
You don't fit in a lot of places. That's not going to be good because you have to go on a plane on the weekend.
Yeah, it's a lot better today. I took some Voltaren and did some stretches.
You know what it is? That's the world saying, come outside, join the revolution. Because we're just getting started at the
exactly
Luke
what I
Kidgel
thought.
School of Fitness. Do you reckon you're going to join?
You're
one neck injury away from quitting the gym and joining the movement, aren't you?
Yeah, but the problem is, right, if I get another neck injury, the world isn't really well known for its ramps and wheelchair access.
That's true.
So I think it's
getting better. 2019, we're getting a lot more of that.
I could become a Paralympian.
Yeah.
That could be good.
Yeah, and it's like, what was his, injury? It's like just
gymitis.
Just hit the gym too much.
My first thought, it hurt so much when I did it, and my first thought wasn't, ow, it was, this makes Luke a little bit more correct. That made me angrier.
Yeah, so
but I'm on the road to recovery, and I'll be back in the gym tomorrow.
That's when you know you're petty, when you prioritize a dumb argument on a podcast
over a neck injury,
over a spinal injury. Yeah.
Very important. I think I've got them straight. But yeah, guys, you can. I semi-support the world is your gym movement as long as you're actually doing some kind of physical activity.
There's a lot of people out there getting it done. And you know what's great with this movement? There's so many people who have like gone, you know what, I heard you and I have been thinking about it for a while, need to get out there.
Yeah.
People are motivated. Now, what happens a lot with fitness motivation is the first week is the easiest.
I do have a question for you, Luke.
Yeah.
So obviously you went really hard. I saw it all over Instagram while you were in Perth.
I thought you might ask this today.
You went for a run, you went here, you went there. What have you done since then? Because it's been many days.
No, it's been 2 days. So I did have a day off Sunday, recovery day, because I'd done 18 Ks in 2 days before.
Yep.
And that's the thing about the Luke Kidgel School of Fitness. One of the great just things we do that most gym PTs won't do is we really emphasize recovery. Whose phone's ringing? Your phone's ringing.
Oh,
Is it? Who is it?
Perth? I'm not answering a phone call from Perth.
No.
It's probably the gym.
Yeah. What do you mean? Why would it be the gym?
Because that's where the gym movement started.
Oh, it is. Okay, I get it.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, no, well, it's more like
The
any phone
world.
call could be. Yeah, the
True.
world. Is it coming from outer space? Then it's not the gym. What was I saying?
I don't know. Have you worked out since Perth?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I was saying that the Luke Hidgel School of Fitness.
So this is a yes or no question.
Does
and it's taking a long time to get to the no that you're getting to.
I was saying we emphasize recovery, right? It's if you're a little bit tired, get that rest up, because then you're not gonna be able to hit the world tomorrow. So I rested up Sunday, had a flight. I was at the airport a lot of the day. Had to get to the airport early, and then long flight back from Perth. Got home late, and I was a bit tired yesterday morning.
Are you going for the world record?
What?
The world's longest no? I haven't done anything. You're going for the record here. Is that what you're doing?
I exercised this morning briefly, but did a few push-ups, sit-ups out of bed. Actually didn't have much time. Probably only did 15 minutes, I'll be honest. I'm planning hitting the world tonight in my garage.
Okay.
Yep.
That's good. What are you going to do there?
Probably much the same stuff.
Yeah.
Just do a second session.
2 minutes of sit-ups.
Might even hit that punching bag, despite again having no boxing training.
Yeah.
I just
give it a whack.
Yeah,
working out like an angsty teenager.
You know it.
Yeah, you can't tell me what to do, Dad.
Yeah. Let off some steam.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I'd recommend you guys give it a go. And a lot of people setting goals as well.
Yeah.
You know, I set some goals on my Instagram story. If you want to follow the movement, Luke Hidgel on Instagram.
What's your goal? Just to not look like a dad?
No, my goal was to get back to my preferred physique of a 13-year-old boy.
Okay.
I've currently look like a 40-year-old dad.
Yeah.
And I just want to take off 27 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you want to look...
Oh, I did the maths good. Go me. All right.
Well, not that impressed.
Oh, you couldn't do it.
I couldn't.
You stink at maths.
I do.
And I set a goal over the weekend. I was like, I just saw something on a hill at the Kings Park War Memorial, and I was like, that seems far away. Going to run there. Didn't know how to get there. Just ran towards it.
Yep.
Because I didn't have any maps and stuff, and I didn't look at any maps. I did get there the long way, but more fitness. I ran up a track called the Kokoda track. If you know, if it's called the Kokoda track,
it's not easy.
It's gonna be difficult.
Yeah.
I should have known that at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
it
a
was
dumb
lot of
idea.
stairs. Yeah, it was boring. But you know what? Better than doing step ups at a gym.
That's true.
Them real stairs.
That is
and
true.
then also the second day, I didn't really I set a bit of a loop that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I was like, I need some goals to go on the way. So I started just racing boats. I was running along the lake. There were speedboats coming past me.
Yeah.
And people from a distance just would have seen the speedboat come up and me going, not today. And I just start sprinting next to a boat. And a guy realized on a boat that what I was doing.
Yeah.
And
he started racing you?
he wheeled around like he did a loop, and then he came back and he kind of gave me, like, it was like a drag race at a traffic light. Like we both looked at each other and I was like, oh mate, you don't fucking know. All right. This is a movement. Okay.
Yeah.
And I lost. It's a speedboat.
Yeah. Well, at least you didn't do your neck.
Yeah. But yeah, the movement's going well. So join today, Luke Hidgel School of Fitness.
Awesome. I have. I also wanted to say sorry that the Friendly Geordies episode was a little bit out of focus. Keelan wasn't here. I was in charge of everything.
So don't blame me.
Well, that is the reason why we could.
Already know there has been a lot of people blaming you for that episode, and we just want to say, for once, surprising. I know everyone's like a bit taken back.
Yeah.
Actually, it was our fault.
Yep.
We don't often make mistakes.
Well, it was our fault. However, it also would not have happened if Keelan was here. So
actually,
yeah.
Someone pointed out, you know how you were trying to be mistake-free on this podcast, and you were saying that Keelan and I make more mistakes?
Yeah.
You made a premature mistake that some people were a bit annoyed about and messaged me.
Mm-hmm.
On the emergency episode podcast, you did a shout-out which was recorded before we'd banned shout-outs.
That's true. That was probably the most interesting part of the emergency episode.
It's a grey area.
That proves that we really do pre-record them a
Yes.
long time ago, is that we did something that we outlawed on the show.
Yeah.
So
I forget what you shouted out, but someone was like, Lewis did a shout-out, and there's something else in the Nobby rapping, which apparently... you called Nobby's... I think to get it to rhyme with something, you called Nobby underwear Nobbies early on in the rap, and then later on in the rap you called it Nobby.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. That was the line about take away the S, put a line through it.
Yeah,
money.
that's why
that was also the most celebrated bar.
It was actually easily the best bar in the song. And
you did make a mistake on Tuesday's episode. You called it episode 18.
I did do that. But that's lasting effects from when you got the episode wrong, and then I added one onto the wrong episode. So really, that's you making 2 mistakes in a row.
I think I think what we can conclude this discussion with is we're all bad at our jobs.
Nobody's perfect, but we are more perfect than Keelan.
Okay, concluded.
Yeah. I think that's what we can all agree with.
And this seat is just never going to happen, is it? This chair. Have you even gone a week yet?
Yeah, I went 2 weeks.
Did you?
And
Yeah,
then
he
I
went
made,
2 weeks.
I
and
made a
then-
big mistake, but I don't remember what that was.
Yeah, a
I
bunch
was
of people.
leaving the camera charger away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That was a huge one. You know what? I feel like maybe the only way you're going to get the chair is just by not coming to work for a month.
What do you think if I don't make a mistake today and I didn't make a mistake on Tuesday,
Yeah.
does that count as a week? Because I wasn't here, didn't make a mistake.
Yeah. We'll see how the, obviously, like, I haven't checked the emails to see if you uploaded it wrong. I'm assuming you did.
We'll see. We'll see. You
I'm
guys,
assuming you uploaded the last
you guys let
episode
us know. So, Luke, I have a sketchy warehouse tale for you.
wrong. Another one.
Yes, another one. I actually have 2 to tell you. I'm going to save one until we bring the segment back later.
Okay.
As you guys know, the place where we record out of is just a warehouse in not a good area surrounded by brothels, and things happen. Sketchy things happen. This happened to Keelan and I, and mate, how scary was it?
Very scary.
Very,
Was this
very
what you
scary.
told me
Scary.
before the podcast started?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
Could you tell that one again to everyone who's listening about the cat?
Oh.
That's just crazy.
Okay, so there's a guy. Might have to keep this quiet because I think he's just out there. There is a guy who I think lives here.
Yeah.
And he has a cat, and the cat roams around in and out of his van that they live in together, and also the warehouse district.
Can I describe what the cat looks like? I've got
Yeah.
the perfect description.
Okay.
It's the cat from Pet Cemetery. It looks exactly. I'll get a picture
Yeah,
up.
exactly like the cat from Pet Cemetery, which, if you haven't seen the movie, is a cat that was buried
Is it a
and then
zombie
came
cat?
back to life. Yeah.
Like a zombie cat.
Yeah, a corpse.
Yep.
That's what it looks like.
Great.
So that's the cat. And actually, that is what it used to look like. Yeah, there's the photo. That's exactly what the cat used to look like. Now, I saw the cat today, right? What it used to look like, very dirty, matted hair. And I always think, gee, that cat needs a bath. Today, I saw a completely different cat. And I was like, oh, he's got another cat. But then I looked at the cat a little bit more and I go, oh, no, wait. Instead of cleaning the cat, he shaved it. And it wasn't a smooth job. It's patchy. He was just like, oh, this bit's fucked. Whoop, can't fix that. And it's this cat's walking around with like a patchy fur
There was
coat.
probably like a sock on it. And he's like, we got a 2319. And all these like people.
So that's good. There's a tale
Yeah.
for you.
That's one of the more obscure Monsters Inc. references we've ever had on the show.
I stand by it. I like
That's
that
a good
one.
reference.
Um,
All right. So, what was the actual scary one?
Okay, so this one happened.
By the way, the point is, these little things just happen all the time,
Every
every
day.
day. Like,
Yeah.
I was walking in before, and there was a guy at the front telling another old guy that HDMI cables were the future.
The future of what, though?
Just like, he's like, mate, like, you don't, like, that's what people want. I'm like, dude, they've invented, like, wireless, you can play,
We
like,
don't do cables.
Yeah. The whole point is
Anymore.
no cables of the future. HDMI cables were what, like 2000?
HDMI cables are kind of entering the past now.
Yes. That's the kind of area that we're in.
Awesome. Yeah, and also, it's not like we stand outside the warehouse waiting for things to happen.
No.
This is just, we only ever see these when we take our 2 bathroom breaks
Yes.
that last for like 40 seconds of walking to the bathroom. That's when we see
walking back.
100% of these things, is in the 80 seconds of time it takes to go to the bathroom outside.
Like, if we just stood on the curb for like an hour, we could get like a whole week's worth of stories.
we
for
could
you.
bank up 10 episodes of just the shit we saw in an hour.
We should just record an emergency episode on the footpath.
We really should do that. That's a good idea. I really like that. If we can find, okay, no promises, but if we can find an area of the street that doesn't
we can
reveal where it is,
like,
that we can film
observe.
it,
Yeah.
we'll do it. That is amazing. Can we do that? Oh, we need.
We'll work it out. I've got bikes at home. We can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we'll work it out. And that might drop in 2021 when one of us misses an episode.
Yeah. What do we call it? The footpath episode.
I guess so.
Luke and Lewis hitting the streets.
There is a podcast that's called, I think it's called Podcast But Outside. And
Oh, really?
they just do it outside in different locations every episode.
That's so weird. That's
It's
cool.
very funny.
Yeah, go. So this sketchy story.
So, what happened was this was the night before we left to start the tour.
Yeah.
Right? So we were packing up all of the merchandise, which is available online at loosespears.com/merch or after the shows, and it's great. But we're packing up a lot of it, and it took us a while. It was maybe, like 8 p.m.,
Yeah.
9 p.m.?
It was pretty late.
Pretty late, so
late.
dark, right? So everyone leaves here around 4:35. So we're the only people here. We go out, we lock up, and we have like all of the gear, like the cameras, the microphones, like probably $10,000 worth of equipment to film all the shows, and then all of the merch as well, right? So
And I didn't park close. I had to park really far away this day.
So we're stacked, and we had to go around the corner at night time. So we leave, we lock up, alarms, everything, and we go up, and then we walk around the corner to an even darker part of the warehouse area, and we start loading up Keelan's car. And then this lone guy on a motorbike rolls up down the street and stops right in front of us. So we hear, and I thought it was just a guy speeding. And then he sees us and slows down and stops right in front of Keelan's car while we're loading like computers and camera gear into it. And I was like, oh no, we're getting robbed. And then he gets off his bike, and I was like, he's parking it. He must be parking it. Surely he's parking it. And then his mate comes on another bike, slows down, starts getting off it. I put everything down, and I'm like, okay, how do I beat the shit out of a man in a motorcycle helmet? I was like, I'm going to fight for my stuff.
What about that a gun?
I don't know.
You're like, I can't afford.
I can't.
You're like, I can't afford to lose this, man.
Absolutely. I was prepared to fight. What were you thinking at this point?
I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, see, I would win or lost because Keelan would have gone,
Keelan's like, this has never happened in Shrek. I don't know what to do.
I was literally thinking, okay, they're wearing helmets, but if I grab the helmet, I could put them off balance. I was planning
Yes.
it out. And then, so they get off the bikes, and I put my stuff down, and I look at them like, can't take my shit. And then he looks at me, and then they both walk towards us, and then I just start feeling the blood pumping, and I'm like getting into a fighting stance. I'm like, here we go. And then he walks past me and unlocks the gate and starts to open it. They were just loading up their motorbikes. And I almost fought a stranger because I
Yep.
thought he was trying
Imagine if he had just sort of walked past you just king hit him. and his mate was like, what are you doing?
I just break my hand on his helmet. It's
Yeah.
my cameras. Ow!
No, he just would have been turned around and confused.
But man, it was very scary.
I bet you they were thinking the same thing about you. Because
Oh, for sure. Because
Yeah.
the thing is, it was so not clear that they were doing that because they were looking at us.
But also, imagine what you're in their perspective. Like, they're just like, oh, we just want to let our bikes in. But tonight, there was people in front. And, like, I bet you they've told the story.
Loading
like,
drugs
there were
into
these
their
guys
car.
doing this sketchy, like, they were loading. I don't know what they were doing, but it looked dodgy.
Yeah.
Like, and you kind of, like, the way you dress, you seem sketchy. If I saw you loading shit into a car,
in a warehouse
yeah.
district, like suitcases, you'd be like, oh, that's weed or something.
Yeah.
That's going on
and
the
at
interstate.
night as well. It's
Yeah.
like, why did they wait till night to load this into the car?
Mm.
They were probably thinking the same thing.
I didn't think about it until afterwards that we would have to fight. Not until you said that you were ready to fight. I just was confused about what was happening. So
That's what I would have been like. I would have been like, hey, guys,
I've done
nice
too
motorbikes.
The
I've
fight
done too
would've-
much self-defense shit when I was growing
Like, you're
up.
really paranoid.
the fight would have started.
I'm
and
not paranoid,
ended
I'm
before
just
I
prepared.
realized.
I mean,
I'm just ready to lose a fight.
wait, what did you
I
say?
said the fight would have started and ended before I realized what was going on.
You would have ended
Probably.
up locked up in a warehouse, being like,
Yeah.
like your hands would have been behind you, blindfolded. Were we just in a fight? I think we lost.
And I'll just be there with like two broken hands. I was like, well, I was in a fight. You were just in a headlock.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was very scary. But it was all fine, which is good.
Now, you know what isn't sketchy, and you know what is great and not scary at all, and you should buy? Nobby
Nobby
underwear.
underwear.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Nobby.com.au. It's how we are hoping to pay the bills to get the fuck out of here.
If you guys support Nobby enough, they'll support us again, and we can get the fuck out of
Yeah.
the warehouse and maybe into an office or
Yeah,
something.
and we won't have to almost fight people every day to do this podcast.
We'll start seeing clean cats, right, with fur, no shave jobs,
Yeah.
at nobby.com.au. Grab your underwear. It's they're really, really good. I've been wearing them all tour.
So I was on stage in Perth last week, just halfway through a bit, and then a guy in the front row just pulls his underwear band out of his pants and goes, huh? He's like, I was like, is this guy
Were they knobby?
Yeah,
That's
I was
great.
like, is this guy getting his dick out while he's doing, like, I'm doing a bit? And
Yeah.
then he just go, and I was like, so hard to
Because it was not your show, was it?
and therefore not my show. So there was a few fans there, but maybe like 5 people in that show might have understood the reference.
And 145 people who just look at a man showing the comedian they don't know his underwear.
Yes, and that's what happened, and I just had to ignore it. I was like, yeah, cool, dude, I'm trying to do a show.
That's so weird.
And then the last night, another person showed me afterwards their underwear band, and we got a flick together. The point is,
it's working.
it's working, guys.
The movement's spreading. And what did they say about the underwear?
That's what I was about to get to.
Yeah.
Loves it.
Yeah.
It was a guy named Julian who actually spoke to after the show. He showed his thing after, and we're both wearing knobby because I wear them too. You know,
of course,
because they're the comfiest undies.
Yeah.
And we were comparing like the designs because every like month you get a new funky design.
Yeah.
So he was like, "What did you get?" It's almost like it reminded me of like trading footy cards as a kid. You know, like because everyone knows like
But you probably wouldn't trade knobby.
no, you shouldn't trade your underwear, but you could because they are exciting. That's the
No,
point.
you shouldn't trade them because the reason why they're so good is they do it to your measurements. It's not like small, medium, large. They actually have like a waist size and then a separate size thing as well. So they properly fit you.
It's the best underwear. Flexible, right? Your subscription can change anytime. $20 a month. Get it from nobby.com.au.
Put your nuts in knobby and you might get a gobby.
That's true. And also put your tits in knobby and
They'll never get
be a
floppy.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's great. We didn't end up loading up the intro. That's okay. Someone made a jingle. It sucked. Don't worry about it.
Oh, the jingle for knobby.
Yeah,
oh, we
someone
forgot to load it
made a
up. We might
jingle.
do it next episode. Who knows?
But it was bad.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
then we might never do it.
Sam comments on one of our posts during the week, though, saying, been wearing knobbies for 2 years. Just want to say, welcome to the Knobby Nation. So he was
2
welcoming
years?
us.
That's
so
good.
We're new to the Undie Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're new. That's good. I like
But
this.
a few of you guys have been on there for a while, so...
I do have a bit of a grievance to bring up. Firstly, love how much people are getting behind Knobby. However, right, I do feel like that perhaps people are getting behind Knobby more than Founders Merch.
This is what I've noticed as well.
I think that's almost definitely true.
Yeah, I think...
And that's great.
We support Knobby because they support us.
Knobby, not complaining about that, but
Support both.
we would like a bit of equality, perhaps.
Yeah, that's what we're asking.
That's all.
There's a gap.
Yeah.
And we're trying to...
Merch gap.
There is a merch gap, and we're trying to bring it closer together.
Yeah.
It's 2019. Let's make you know what? Wouldn't have happened with day one.
We're not going back to this. It's no longer day one.
There was a guy, another guy. His name was Anthony, right? We spoke for a while after the show.
Yeah.
Not shout out Anthony. That was just his name.
You almost said it, though. What was that S word that was going to come out?
I was going to be like, what's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's
I was supposed
up?
to be like, sup? Anyway.
What's up, bro?
That sounds like too close to swastika. Yeah, but he was wearing some Founder merch, and he goes, look, I love this merch, but it's not day one. And he goes, would have much preferred it. And I was like, hey, Anthony, could not agree more. So not only are we getting a lot of feedback online about how crap
You
that
need to
merch
let this day one shit go. Because even we can't go back in time and we can't bring in day one merch. We're in episode 20.
Yeah.
We've been going for months now. It's not going to happen.
I'm just thinking about we probably would have been out of here by now. We had done day one. So that's annoying. Oh well, bit of a sour end to that.
Well, how about
Knobby plug?
How about we get into the thoughts segment?
Yeah,
we're going to do thoughts.
Here's a thought.
Yeah,
should have done day one. Don't know where the sound effect is. I'll do it myself.
I don't think the sound effects are loaded in here, so I'll load them up.
So, can you do it live?
Yeah, I can do it live. I reckon.
Oh, okay. Guys, this is a segment where people send in their thoughts. And then we read them out and we discuss the thought. We say, is it a good thought? Often, the emails we get at lukeandlewis5@gmail.com, not good thoughts. Chicken Imp, for example. A lot of, by the way, Chicken Imp fanboys, not necessarily being pro Chicken Imp, just, I think, trying to be like him.
Yeah, not good. All right, there's only one Chicken Imp. And let me just say, thank God. Because if there were a bunch of chicken imps, wouldn't be doing the show.
Yeah, it's
I'd be out of here. I'd be
kinda
like,
like-
sorry, Nobby, can't finish off the rest of our ad
Yep.
read contract because there are too many chicken imps. And I think they'd be like, no worries. We
Yeah.
don't want to sponsor a show that's followed by chicken imps.
You know that bit in Batman, I think it's in The Dark Knight, where there's all the wannabe Batmans in
Yeah.
Gotham going around?
Yeah.
Except the only thing, Batman is cool, Chicken Imp is not.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of wannabe Chicken Imps floating through
A bunch of
Luke and
wannabe
Will's 5.
wannabes.
Yeah, and they're just sending, sent from my, it's like, mate, get an original joke, you know?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, chicken imps wasn't even a joke.
No, but that's why, yeah. Have you got them up or are we pausing the podcast? Because I can't stall for much longer.
That's great because it's time for thoughts.
Ooh, great.
Yeah.
Did you have one?
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
have
okay.
one. My one was, wonder why I didn't organise the sound effects before we started the segment.
You should have.
Yeah,
It would have been for a smoother transition.
Yeah, but I didn't, and now we're here.
Because I felt like we did hit a bit of a lull there.
It was a bit of a lull because we were really, really stretching and padding there
Yes.
and talking about chicken imp, and it's almost like what we used to do when we were on live radio
Yeah.
because we couldn't pause.
Yes.
Except, Luke, we could have paused, which we, on second thought, why didn't we just pause?
Definitely should have. I had one
Yeah.
during the week.
Yeah.
Was downloading an app, and I thought whenever I get a new app, I have to choose between light mode and dark mode
Yeah.
before I open the app, and I just thought that's what Luke Skywalker was doing for a bunch of movies.
That's true. That's a good thought.
Yeah.
That is a good thought.
Except I chose dark mode,
Yeah.
so
I think that's a good choice for your phone. Easier on the eyes.
easier on the eyes. Yeah.
Like, it would have been a lot easier on Luke Skywalker's eyes if he just hung out with Darth Vader. He's
Yes.
black, you know.
But Obi-Wan, pretty white.
Yeah,
Even
glowing.
that hologram.
Yeah, he was
glowing.
glowing. Yeah, not very good. I would say
Yes.
that maybe Obi-Wan would have won the duel with Darth Vader if he had better eyes.
Yep. He did sacrifice himself. Real Star Wars fans would argue that he did what was good for the rebellion as opposed to
I
himself.
never understood why he just died on
Wasn't
purpose.
it so he could be in Luke's ear? But they could have just used a radio while he was blowing up the Death Star.
Why didn't he just
Go with
kill
him.
Darth Vader?
Hey, yeah. This we've got a few ones sent in by you guys. Mitch said, "Hey boys, got a nice little thought for you, courtesy of my girlfriend. Why isn't Mitchell pronounced? Oh no, sorry. Why isn't Michael pronounced like Mitchell?" Now, some of these thoughts suck. Shit.
Not pressing the sound effect button. Because that sucked.
Why isn't Michael pronounced like Mitchell? Because there's no
So, like,
T in it.
Yeah, that would be why. Because it's spelled different and they're two different names.
All right, we'll move on. I shouldn't
What's
have read
his
that
name?
one.
What's his name?
Mitch.
Hey, Mitch, why are you with your girlfriend? Shit thought.
But he said, glad we got tickets for Lou's Adelaide show before they flew out the door.
Oh, hey, you just found out the reason. That's why you're with your girl?
Yeah.
Because she buys tickets to my show. I'm going to have to meet him now.
Hey, yeah, and you can tell her in person.
Yeah.
That sucked. This one came in from Scott. Howdy, boys. Just had a thought while stacking shelves at Safeway. Actually called Woolies now. Been called Woolworths for a long time.
Weird that he calls it Safeway and he works
I still
there.
call it Safeway.
A lot of
Actually,
people do.
there's a
Yeah.
couple stores still in Canberra. Like I went to one the other day that
Called
still
Safeway.
got Safeway as a sign.
Interesting.
Oh, Canberra is stuck in the past, isn't
I
it?
still call Marvel Stadium Telstra Dome, which was like two versions before.
I think I call it the one before Telstra Dome. What was it before that?
Colonial.
Eddie had. Or is that a different
Eddie
one?
had was one after Telstra Dome.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
now it's
Right.
Marvel. So he goes specifically. So he said I was specifically in the sauce section, aisle 9 on the left. In case you're wondering, I wasn't. Why is it we have named barbecue sauce after an appliance as opposed to tomato sauce, which we named after the veggie, which it tastes like? What is in barbecue sauce? What are the
Lots
actual
of sugar?
ingredients?
I would say that
It's not a barbecue.
sauce. I think the barbecue sauce kind of tastes like barbecue vibes, though, like onion and meat and like it kind of tastes like the mix of everything. that
Keelan,
you-
do you want to do some research while we continue on what what is in barbecue sauce? Like, what are the ingredients?
Yeah.
And we can get back to that thought.
It's probably just like flavor number 37, coloring dye, B,
Yeah.
that stuff, poison.
This one came in, Nathan, and this is another example of perhaps one that you shouldn't bother sending us at lukeandlewis5@gmail.com.
50%
Yes.
of the thoughts we get, not good.
He said, this might be really obvious, but I don't know the answer, so it's a thought.
No, that's a question.
Now, Nathan, you are dumb as fuck.
Okay.
If skiing, as in snow skiing...
As opposed to sand skiing or rock
So
skiing?
he said, if I'm skiing, as in snow skiing, and I go over something at a fast pace, do I still weigh 80 kilos to the ground, or am I now lighter? If I went over a scale, what would it read if I'm skiing?
I can't even begin to address how fucking dumb that is.
It's
How would you go over a scale? What does he mean? Like, while he's in the
No.
air, someone runs below him with a scale.
No. He means like, so if he's skiing down a hill and you
Yeah.
put the scale on the snow, he thinks that just because you're moving faster, you'd weigh more in that moment of time.
I reckon you would.
No, he thinks you'd weigh less. Why would you weigh
Oh.
less?
I reckon you'd weigh more.
Why? You're just moving. It doesn't
Hang
change
on.
your weight.
Is he talking about how much would you weigh in the air? I think that's what he means. How much would you weigh in the air? I think that's what he's saying. Is that what he's saying?
But he said
Whatever he's
snow
saying, it's
skiing.
not very smart.
He said if I go over something at a fast pace,
Yeah.
do I still weigh 80 kilos to the ground, or am I now lighter? If I went over a scale, what would it read?
Okay, so if he hit a scale and then went up, no, you'd be heavier because you'd hit it at speed.
Mm.
Would
Yeah,
you? Wouldn't
I
you
think
just be
so.
80
Yeah.
kilos?
No, that's why when you punch someone, you hit them hard.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you may, or it doesn't mean you.
Yeah,
weigh
the
more.
force you apply.
The force is
Yeah.
the scale. Like,
If you punched a scale,
but his
it
body
would
weight
go like
doesn't
this.
change.
No, his body weight doesn't.
Yeah.
No, but it does when he's moving.
Oh, really? So if you skied over a scale at pace, would it weigh
Yeah, but only
more?
because you're like hitting it fast.
No, but if you just went over the top of it, glided over, I probably wouldn't even read it.
I don't think either of us really understand what he's asking.
I just think it's like, if you have a thought like that shit, just keep it to yourself, you know?
I hope that answers your question, mate. Go away. Are we done?
Speaking of go away, Aiden sent in, here's a thought. Fuck Chicken Imp.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
I
that's a
like
good
that.
one.
Yeah.
No, your weight doesn't change.
No, your weight doesn't change, but like your body mass does.
Oh, this is like, we're talking about
I
the
just
world.
looked it
This
up.
is the same
I just
shit
looked it
that we were
up.
talking about the other week about the world.
It doesn't affect. It doesn't affect it. The movement, moving doesn't affect your weight.
Yeah, why would it?
No,
You just
but
weigh
if
the
you,
same.
I'm saying if the scale's here, right?
Yeah.
And if you stood on it, you
Yeah.
would weigh what you weigh.
Well,
but if you went like that, it would be like 100 kilos instead of 80.
I mean, yeah.
Because you're hitting it. That's what I'm saying.
You're talking about force, though, like crashing a car into a wall.
I think that's what he's saying.
Nah, I don't think so. I think he's just saying, would I weigh more? I just think Nathan's an idiot.
Yeah, okay. I think Nathan's asking a dumb question. No, you
Or he
don't
didn't
weigh
word
more.
it properly.
Yeah.
I think you're trying to make him sound more intelligent than he is.
I'm giving him too much
I think he was
benefit of
just
the doubt.
skiing and
Yeah.
he's just a dickhead.
Maybe he was like, oh, when I
But
go in
thanks
the
for
air,
listening.
does that mean that gravity stops and
Yeah.
I'm floating now?
Maybe.
Maybe he has superpowers.
And now what's in barbecue sauce?
Yeah, barbecue sauce is vinegar, tomato paste, or mayonnaise,
Yeah.
or a combination of those as a base, as well as liquid smoke, onion powder, spices
Liquid
such
smoke. That's
See,
what
that
I
would be
mean.
a shit name for a sauce.
liquid smoke sauce.
as black
Just all of
pepper.
that together on the title.
Although, you know what? Liquid Smoke sounds like a sick band name. Liquid
Yeah?
Smoke. That's how the album starts. Liquid Smoke.
Well, they're
Yeah,
like
but they-
Jason Derulo. Do they say their band name at the start?
At the start of every song, yeah.
Yeah.
Liquid Smoke.
Different regions will have different variations of barbecue sauce and what's in it.
Interesting.
That's very
Yeah,
interesting.
that's more interesting than your Shrek facts. Maybe you should start hitting us with more sauce facts.
One of my thoughts was going to be about Shrek, but I'll leave it.
Aren't you still banned? Oh no,
No.
you're unbanned this week. So you have one.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, be careful because you've only ever been banned from this segment.
I was watching Shrek 1 with my girlfriend, and
Yep.
we'd had a couple drinks together.
Uh-huh.
Ogre Fiona's kind of hot.
Ogre Fiona.
Did you both agree on this, or are you just horny?
No, she thought as well.
You guys want to have a three-way
Do you know what
with
the
Ogre Fiona?
Do you know what the next conversation was? They went. They went. Oi, do you reckon Bunnings is open? Let's get some green paint.
Oh man,
She's thick though.
which scene?
When she just like, when she's an ogre, like in the in the wedding dress. I'll see if I can whip it up.
You're like a dressed-up ogre.
You know, there's probably some Rule 34 of that out there somewhere you could look at.
Okay. Oh no, I won't do it for the podcast. Wedding dress.
Were you just about to look up ogre porn?
Was about to.
You don't have to show me. I know what you're talking about. I don't think.
You know what she looks like there? A fucking ogre. That's what she looks like. Not into it.
Yeah, I guess, but this was a couple drinks in, so
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't imagine, man. After 5 drinks, you know how I go, Lord Farquaad. If you're a real drunk, fuck it, I'll go the dragon.
Now, guys, with that horrible image
hang
of
on.
killing fucking Shrek
I just want to know
Fiona.
how many drinks before you throw Shrek into the mix.
a couple.
A
It was
couple.
yeah.
Great. That's
Get out of my wife.
What are you doing in her puss?
Oh, man.
All right, we moving on.
I think so.
Can we please?
Unless, what about Donkey? How many drinks for Donkey?
I'd probably go donkey before Shrek.
Yeah.
Because, like, okay. Because, what do you reckon will cop more judgment from your male friendship group? Fucking a donkey, because that exists.
Who can talk?
Or fucking a mythical creature. Actually, probably less judgment fucking a mythical creature.
I would say simply because Fiona would have some kind of green ogre pussy. Better than having sex with a male donkey.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, that was a shit call. I shouldn't have said that on a podcast.
I would love to have sex with a dragon, though, just to tell the boys about it afterwards.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to get a gobby. That'd be hot. Literally, that'd be fucking smoking. Your dick would be like a candle.
You'd come out with like a full Brazilian. Until your hair's gone.
Oh, wow. You glad you brought this up?
It's very
I
funny.
think we have to ban
That's
you again.
enough. That might be enough.
Oh.
Okay. Now, guys, this
Donkey
is...
would have good pillow talk. That's it. That's all. I'm done.
Would you go the fairy godmother?
Fairy godmother. I don't know. Probably not.
Actually, you know what? Meg said to me the other day, I would have to get a clip for a video or something. I forget why we were watching that scene. And then Meg goes, "Whoa, she's got some mean titties on her."
Who?
The fairy godmother. They like full animated her tits to be huge.
Yeah.
She's like a D cup.
Yeah,
they
she's
did.
cool. She's cool. I go her.
Yeah. She's a grilf.
A grill.
Or is it a gilf?
A groove.
A grandma. Guys, let's talk about Matt from The Bachelor. All right. Would you fuck Matt?
Ooh, maybe if he was green.
So a couple of weeks ago now, was it? I think we forgot last week. Or was
Yeah.
it last?
No,
maybe
last
it was
week
early
was
last
Jordan.
Week. It was Tuesday. I brought up that I wasn't happy with Matt, the current Australian Bachelor's. I wasn't happy with his Instagram captions.
His Instagram captions are not good. So
No.
he to the point where he'll post. They're good photos and
Because
really
they're all professionally shot, kind of from the show and the Channel 10 media team. So
Yeah.
they're clearly forcing him to keep like a public profile while he's on the show.
Yeah.
But his captions are just so dog shit. A good example of the one we used last week was just a picture of him in a suit, and he said, "I can't remember if I wore socks with this one."
not good.
And another
Who
one,
cares?
just a picture of a dog wearing sunglasses, presumably he's dog, and he said, "Dog day afternoon," and it's a dog
And that's it.
in daytime in the afternoon. Oh, and then he just did hashtag dogs of Instagram.
He could have gone like whatever his dog's name. Oh, like Tom isn't happy with
Yeah.
this. That would have been funnier.
Now, Lewis set me a challenge during the week to.
Because you were particularly annoyed about these
I was
bad
annoyed about it, and you're like,
captions.
well, what are you going to do? And you thought maybe I should start commenting with some alternative caption suggestions for
on every
Matt.
single one of his posts for a week and see what we get
Now,
back.
I said I wouldn't spend much time on this. I was like, I'm just
Yeah.
going to comment my immediate thought because that's always going to be better than Matt's.
How many posts did you comment on?
By the end, I stopped giving him constructive criticism. I just started throwing out hot slams.
Yeah.
I just started bullying him,
Good.
essentially. The first one was a picture of him, I think at some like museum or something. He's got a moon above him.
Yeah.
Looks like a
Looking at a
conservatory.
moon replica.
What are those things called where you go look at the star-
Observatory?
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking.
Conservatory is an all-you-can-eat place at Crown.
And it's also a conservatory is like a where you grow plants, isn't it? Like in Cluedo, isn't it like with the candlestick in the conservatory? Isn't that where rich people grow plants and shit in their backyard?
I feel like you're wrong, but I don't know if you are.
Anyway, I think it's in Cluedo.
It is in Cluedo.
Yes. Anyway, so he's under a moon. He's a picture of Matt pointing up at a moon, and he said, "Just me and a giant moon."
That's his biggest problem. Is
He was at Questacon.
He literally
Canberra.
just re-explains what's in the photo.
Yes.
Like he's doing those sightseeing captions for blind people. Like this is what's in the photo.
Yeah.
It's
Now
like we don't need that.
I'm trying to be constructive here. I started off the week pretty constructive,
Yeah.
and didn't want to go out and hurt his feelings. That's
Yeah.
the last thing I wanted, but it became increasingly frustrating that he wasn't taking my suggestions.
Yeah, so he didn't follow the advice. You don't
Despite
think?
them getting, I got top comment a bunch of times on all these posts, right? So this one I said, "Hey Matt, pretty good caption, but maybe next time try sorry for mooning you all, and then maybe just get your ass out." Just a thought.
Yeah,
And
that's
that
good.
would have been better.
Just a thought. How many likes did that comment get?
That one got nothing because that was the first time. I
Okay.
grew momentum.
So you got
throughout
a bit
the
of a
week.
fan base within his fan base
It
in
was-
the comments of his posts.
Yeah, it was a bit weird.
Good.
Now first ones, by the way, I was just trying to be. I started off less edgy at the start. I was
Yep.
like, I'll give you actual things of how you could caption this
Because obviously
better.
he can't do anything too edgy. He's a mainstream TV.
That's
star.
what I thought.
Yeah.
So this one, couple of the ex-contestants of The Bachelor show, the successful couples,
Okay.
Sam and Snez, Maddie J and Laura, they came on The Bachelor to give him some tips.
Yeah.
Right, from the past people who it's worked out for. He said, "What an absolute pleasure to meet," and then he just tagged everyone. Just so boring, like so
That's
little
a great
thought.
post for fans of The Bachelor. Like, oh my God, all of the people that I've watched over the years, and he's just gone, good
But
to meet
I
you.
watched The Bachelor, and I'm just like, yeah, I know. So think of, I can see
Say
that they're in the
something.
photo, but just go, what a pleasure to. That's just boring. So I said, hey Matt, great pick. Maybe next time for the caption, you could try fifth wheeling like a champ.
That's
Just a suggestion.
because he's the only single.
Yes.
That's
now,
funny.
This is where you'll see me start to get a little more frustrated.
Yep.
Matt,
Because again, that suggestion's fine,
It's just
constructive, and
Now.
it's just nice and polite.
these ones I started to, my blood started to boil, and I start getting maybe a little bit more
Yeah.
rude about it.
Bit blunt.
Matt posted a photo with Laura and Matt, another picture with Matty J. They've just had a kid.
Yeah.
He said, I'm tired of being the most immature person in my photos. And the joke there being his
Yuck.
name's Matt, and there was also a baby in the photo.
Immature. Yuck.
Yeah.
Okay, but at the very least, it seems like he's followed your advice and tried to be
He's tried to be
a little bit entertaining.
little bit entertaining. Now, there's two Matts in the photo and a
Yeah.
little baby. So I said, hang on, it's just loading. Hey, Matt, great pick. Another option for the caption would be two Matts, one bub.
That's good.
80 likes. That one did well.
Yeah, that is good.
And then someone just commented, no. So a Bachelor fan's just gone, I disagree.
Pretty good ratio though. 80 likes, 1 dislike.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that.
This one, he didn't comment on this one because I think it was just like he was posting a picture. I felt bad. There was a couple of ones where he was posting a few good charity things, and I thought, let's keep that going.
Yeah.
This one, you know the Blue Boathouse in Perth?
Yeah.
He said, yo, listen up, here's a story. And
Is that it?
hashtag dabba-dee dabba-die. And I said, hey, Matt, I have absolutely no caption criticism on this one. You bloody nailed it. Hey, there's a blue house.
He's learning.
Yeah.
Well, his captions are getting better. The immature one wasn't very good, but at least it wasn't, here's a photo of me and my friend Matt and his baby. It was a caption.
Yes.
And then the blue Double D one, little bit funny.
Yeah, this one, him just walking in a red jumper, trying
That's
to be
gonna suck.
inconspicuous. I said,
Not good.
and this is why I stopped trying to give him criticism. I said, trying to be inconspicuous in a bright red sweater and white shoes, you should be a sniper, bro. Your stealth game is elite. So I just started getting mad.
That's not criticism.
No, it's not.
That's exclusively you giving him shit.
Yes. Yeah, I did start giving him shit.
Oh, that's good.
One, he tried to. I posted this one on my Instagram.
Yeah.
He said, "I just bought a new blindfold. I can't see myself wearing it." So he tried to be funny because you can't see yourself. That was actually pretty good.
No, he Googled that joke,
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah, that was more of a Keelan shower thoughts type reference. And I said, all credit goes to Gavin from Blindfold Design because it was once again taking credit for buying that blindfold. And I ended it this morning with just again, I was a little frustrated. I think he's already deleted my comment.
It's a comment.
Yeah,
That's good.
I screenshotted it though.
Yeah.
The nicest thing about the rain is that it always stops, and it's just a picture of rain coming down, like a little GIF or something. And I said, the worst thing about your Instagram captions is they never stop, unfortunately. But great pick.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I'm sorry, Matt, but you lost my interest by the end of the week.
Yeah, he had a bit of an uptick there
Yeah.
with captions, and then you started bullying him, and he just was like, well, I'm not going to try anymore.
Yeah, and people kept screenshotting them and going, he's deleted your comment. And so he deleted some of them. Some of them stuck around. Hey, Matt, no beef. Just get better.
Constructive feedback.
Yeah.
So Luke's now retired from the game of caption feedback, but if you guys would like to keep it going, he's still on Instagram.
Yeah,
so
definitely keep it going. But
Yeah.
again, don't do what I did at the
don't
end.
be mean. Just be
Be
constructive.
constructive. Just think of alternative captions. I'll keep a lookout for some of yours. And by the way, to let him know that you're from, or just so we know that you're from our podcast, just say, hey, Matt, sounding off.
Yeah.
Just so we know that you've come from us.
Yeah, that's good.
Great. Just go sound off under Matt's Instagram right now.
Now, Luke, we're getting towards the end of the podcast. Now, I feel like we still have to talk about Mike Goldman.
The big mystery.
So, do we do it next episode?
No, I teased it at the start. We have to.
Okay, right.
And I want to
this
get to
might
the
be
bottom of this.
This might be a long episode.
This might
because-
be one of the greatest mysteries that has ever rocked our show.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, should I get the opener up? Pictures of friends. A cat wearing a hat. Commenting she's a keeper on a friend's photo with their girlfriend. Landscape pictures. Heaps of chicks in bikinis. 3 dogs. A couple more bikini pics. This is Mike Goldman's Instagram likes. That's right, guys. It's time for Mike Goldman's Instagram likes, the fan favorite segment where we check out what Mike Goldman has been liking on Instagram. The reason we started doing this is because Mike Goldman, he used to be the voiceover for Big Brother.
Yep.
He's done a lot of entertainment stuff. You've probably heard his voice on ads on radio without even really realizing.
Didn't someone say he used to commentate Meerkat Manor?
Yes, he did.
Just some Goldman trivia. I see you've already said that on the podcast, haven't you?
That was Mike, I think.
Oh, Radio Mike.
Radio Mike, yeah.
Oh, some Mike trivia from another Mike. They must
So-
stay connected.
So, this may be one of the final times we do Mike Goldman's Instagram likes because something incredible has happened. Now, we've been following what Mike Goldman has been liking on Instagram, and we've had a rule here at the Luke and Lewis show, which is you cannot tell Mike Goldman that we're doing this segment because he has to find out about it organically by listening to our show and then maybe asking us about it because we weren't sure if he was listening to our show or just liking our posts.
We just thought he was like a passive fan of the show. So we would see, how long. It was more of an experiment, really.
We were trying to find out if he was actually listening or if
Yeah.
he was pretending to listen by liking our posts and commenting on them, which he did quite a
There's
lot.
been a lot of twists and turns on the journey. Obviously, we do the segment quite regularly. He's never exclusively messaged us about it, but he has contacted the show. When we followed him on Instagram from the Luke and Lewis account, we only follow 4 accounts, and he did not raise any suspicions whatsoever, which we thought was strange.
Yeah.
We thought you'd maybe ask at least, hey guys, I have to know, why am I one of 4 people that your account is following alongside you two and Reese Maston?
Which was very suspicious. That was what made us go, oh, I don't think he listens. I think he's just pretending to listen because he didn't talk about us talking about him for months on our show. But recently, something happened, Luke. You have the comment.
Yes.
Mike Goldman wrote a comment on our post and we are here to investigate and find out the reason for his comment and what's it about and what that means.
So the post was during the week. We posted a picture just sitting in our chairs here. I had the knobby tattoo sleeve. You were holding money as a phone.
This is the Luke and Lewis Instagram.
Yeah, the caption was just new tats, new episode, new rap video. We ain't playing. He left a completely unrelated comment and said, sounding off, which was my first.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He said, Mum was Miss Australian Beach Girl, DM for video. Now, I was confused at first.
At first, we saw this because, guys, as you know, as soon as we say something on our show, we forget. We don't remember anything.
I don't even remember shit that we were talking about at the start of the episode.
No, it's completely gone.
Although I'll never forget now that you want to fuck Ogre Princess Fiona. That'll be ingrained in my mind forever.
Yeah, I think
we'll be like episode 400. I'll be like, remember the time Keelan wanted to fuck Princess Fiona?
I forgot my entire show that I have to do in Brisbane because it's just full of the mental image of Keelan and his girlfriend having a 3-0 with Fiona. Now, so Mike Goldman, that comment that he left has nothing to do with our post or our caption. So initially we thought, why is he writing this weird shit? Why is he talking about his mum being, what was it, Miss Australia?
Yeah.
Miss Beach Australia.
Yep. So it was just Miss Australia. So we did some investigating. He said Mum was Miss Australian Beach Girl.
Yeah. So
for video.
I put this in my Patreon Discord and I said, what is he talking about here? Because we couldn't work it out. And so it is a reference. It is a specific reference from 45 minutes and 19 seconds into episode 16 of the Luke and Lewis show, where Luke, you say, I bet you Mike Goldman's mum was a hottie. And so that means we have conclusively proven that Mike Goldman listens to the Luke and Lewis show.
Now, obviously, did he listen to the segment? Did I say that during a segment of Mike Goldman's Instagram likes,
well,
or did I just say that off, like throw it out there? I feel like I feel like it was during the segment, which means he has heard the segment, correct?
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
Well, which means that if he's listening, Mike Goldman, please DM me. I would love to have you at my Brisbane show to talk all about this.
Yes.
I'm not going to ask him on Instagram.
Oh, you're not going to reach out?
No. If you're listening, Mike Goldman, I would love to have you at my Brisbane show. I'm doing 2 shows.
I feel like he might be 3 weeks behind because if he's listening to... Oh, no, that was last week.
Okay.
2 weeks behind.
I'll reach out to him then.
I think you should reach out to him.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Keelan's so excited right now.
You're going to meet Mike Goldman, mate, if he's available.
Keelan, this is the only time we've actually ever needed a camera on you.
Yeah.
Okay, for those watching, this is his face. What?
If Mike Goldman comes... After the show, we usually go get a drink. I'm buying drinks for Mike Goldman. Me and Mike Goldman are going to get drunk together.
Now I want to come.
Well, that's
sick.
really a full circle moment because this whole segment started with Mike Goldman liking one of Keelan's posts without following him before he worked with us. So I'll reach out to Mike Goldman, and if you want to come to Brisbane, you might meet a very famous celebrity voiceover man.
He opened for my Brisbane show.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe.
In the same room. Well, he didn't open. He did the crowd warm up before my special. And he had to stall for like 15 minutes. So a bunch of these people have already been in the presence. So if you came to my special taping, 400 people probably listen to this have already been in the presence of the great man, and he was really good at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well,
he was doing like, where do you come from? But because he was a local, he knew all the references, and he started doing some like, crowd warm-ups, and he was on the ball.
All right, I'll hit him up. I'll get him to open for me if he wants to.
Yeah.
I'll invite him to. Okay, if he did a good job, I'll have him. So, hey, Brisbane, Friday, Saturday night, loosebeers.com/gigs. Mike Goldman is 100% confirmed.
I don't like he did it as a favor. Like,
I'll see. We'll see.
I don't know if he would just want to come down.
I promise that I'll ask him, and if he wants to, he'll come.
At least, okay, can we at least try and get you interviewing backstage?
Yeah.
By the way, he's going to be in an upcoming tour vlog of mine. He's in the behind the scenes of my comedy special.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I started interviewing him, and then by the end of the interview, Mike just starts interviewing me on my own.
That's
vlog.
awesome.
It was great.
How about if he can't come to the show as a compromise?
Yeah, we go to his house.
He follows me on Instagram.
If he's listening.
I mean, I don't care if he does.
Just a thought.
Just All right, is that the end of the podcast?
That's the end of the podcast. I'm going to DM Mike Goldman. We'll actually, you guys won't know. So come to the Brisbane show and you'll find out whether or not Mike Goldman will be there. So I'll see you guys there. loosespears.com/gigs. My tour is on sale. I'm going everywhere. All of the dates are here on screen. I'm going to a bunch of cities, all the majors in Australia. Tomorrow night, if you're listening, yeah. And Luke's, your show?
Yeah, my comedy special premiere screening is October 3rd in Melbourne. So if you want to come see it before anyone else, half the tickets have already gone. So jump on it quick. There's not that many available. And
all right.
we were doing a Q&A and stuff before. We're going to have fairy bread. It's going to be a bloody party.
All right. See you guys later. Talk to you on Tuesday.